anytime and ask questions. That will be complete. And if you go to code and you write markdown and then you run here, so it will be it will be headline, something like. So you also, if you write if you write here, say hash, one hash, say for example, and you write markdown and you write run, it will be big. Okay, so lots of things are there. So in these
স্যার ওটাকে যদি আবার ডিলিট করতে হয় তাহলে কি করব?
আবার এখানে যাবেন, এখানে গিয়ে এখানে আবার এটাকে ডিলিট, ডান। আমি দুটো হ্যাশ দিই, if I give 2 hash, so it's little smaller. 3 hash means even little smaller. Okay, so if I run this, the size will be this. It can be bigger, it can be smaller. So that the idea is, আপনি যখন লিখছেন এখানটাতে, আপনি এই ধরুন এই প্রোগ্রাম করছেন, and then the result, this is your code, right? This part is your code, and this is your result or graph. Then you want to write something text here. এখানে আপনি যারা LaTeX use করেছেন, people who have used LaTeX, you can you incorporate LaTeX symbols here, so you can design your headline part, etc., etc. So then the full thing will be a presentable thing. Either you can present this somewhere, or itself can be a kind of your book chapter kind of thing. So there is a publisher called O'Reilly, apostrophe R-I-E-L-Y, O'Reilly. This is a publisher called O-R-I-E-L-Y, possibly this O'Reilly, kind of this. Yeah, this publisher I think in the USA. So they adopt this new style of kind of printing. So the authors write in this Jupyter notebook, and they have a software which will convert this to nice, fantastic books. You can read some of the books available, O'Reilly's book in the net. Some are freely downloadable PDF. I have for machine learning and data science and things like that. I have some free books downloaded from there. And the books are so nice, so smart. It looks so smart. অথচ বইগুলো তৈরি করতে কিন্তু আমাদের কিচ্ছু খাটনি করতে হবে না. You just go on writing this. If you are preparing manuscripts for your students or for yourself or for some presentation, you just go on, create one shell, keep on writing. Suppose I created a written blah blah blah, and I say something wrong error, something given. So I wanted to get rid of this. So I of course move this and run again. It will of course come down. But these shells are created. You want to delete the cells. So this scissors is there. Kachi. কেটে দিন কাচি দিয়ে, কাচি দিয়ে কেটে দিন, হয়ে গেল। Now I want to create another shell. I create another shell. Now I want to take this shell up. I want to take this shell up. Okay, I want to take this shell up. Say the shell came here. Now I want to take this shell down. I take this shell down. I take this shell down. So this lots of things are there. So with this you can manipulate. I mean with this Jupyter notebook. With this Jupyter notebook, so you can actually do lots of things. Help is also there. You can check. You can insert cells. You can I can go to kernel. I can run all the cells again, restart and run all. Actually, when if I give this say this page to you, this ipny, this akg matplotlib dot, the function will be ipynb. See, this is ipynb. That means integrated Python notebook. So if I give this file to you, you can run on your Anaconda and it will become live. But I may not like this graph to give you, because you will click it and you will discover it again, because it's unnecessary that I should give you the graph. It's unnecessary because it will take a lot of space. So what I can do is that I can go to kernel. I can restart and clear output. All the outputs I will clear. So the codes will be going to you. That's enough for you, because then you run, in your machine you run, and you can see the same thing. Okay, so that's advantages are there. Again, you go to Go to Python. No, not here, not here. Oh, okay. You have to go there. Actually, I'll show you the Anaconda Navigator. I will show you later. Okay. Suppose you create these. Oh, take it down. Okay. So contour plot. So for contour plot, you have to. This is another two-dimensional plot, but in geography, people know it. The contour means the line connection of some same value, right? Height of mountains or some equal status or something. So I have to create x and y. So create fake x data, x equal to np dot lin space, and say I create 10, 0 to 1, comma 10. That means if I write this, so I can write here only. And I also create y. So y equal to x. So that means x and y, I create x 0 to 1, data points 0 to 1 and 10 values, right? So now I import mat plotly import matplotlib is imported. NumPy I have imported. I don't know. I forget. Oh, NumPy imported already. NumPy is imported, so I don't need it. So I can now use np. Inside that there is a function called mesh grid. So first I have to prepare a grid out of it. So the grid points it connects, right? You have points x and y points, and then you create a grid of these points, right? So you call it, its function is called mesh grid. This is a function. Of course, this is not in NumPy. This is not in Matplotlib. This is in NumPy. So np.meshgrid, and inside that you write x and y. So if you create that mesh grid and then you save this. So you write, say, capital X and capital Y. These are not the same variables. Okay, that means x is some data points. I took y is the same as x, so I wrote y equal to x, and you now create the mesh grid of x and y, and you call those grid points as capital X, capital Y, right? So now you plot plt dot plot. You plot this capital X and capital Y, and then with say dot. So that's it. You run it. So these are the grid points you have created. Some points, grid points. Okay. So this is, if you plot it with say Golla, it will create with Golla. So it's these are the grid points. These are the points automatically. If I run it again, it will create another set of. Okay, no, same thing. Lin space. Okay. Well, now say I create x equal to np dot lin space 0 to 100, say, and y equal to np dot lin space. Okay, the same. I create say 1 to 100 points I could create, and then capital X and capital Y equal to np dot mesh grid. Then I call it xy. The same thing. Okay, I created this x. Okay, now you can think that on these points, these grid points are created, but on those points, I have some values. I should have some values. Some. This point is any point. This point is some x and some y values, but its magnitude. That means if something would be here on the z direction, some mountain hill would be here. It would have some value. So you assign some value at each point. So that I write through the capital Z. Say I write capital Z equal to some. For the moment I give some mathematical functions. If you have data, you can give that. So I write 2 star, say np dot sign, and I write np dot pi and star x. Okay, and np dot sine and np dot pi star capital Y. That means I wanted to, if you understand this, I mean, everyone is from basically, I hope everybody is from science here, some science or other. So you understand all those functions actually, unless someone is from arts subject or so. Anyway, so this is basically 2 sine pi x into sine pi y. Np dot sine means sine, np dot sine sine. 2 sine, this is pi, np dot pi is pi, and x is up to this grid point x, right? Capital X, and y is capital Y. So suppose the z value is 2 sine x cos x. At this point, there is some x value and y value, and the grid, the height of this point, the value of this point is this. To do that, so you know from geography, you have your own field experience that to draw a contour plot, you need to, on your graph paper, on your somewhere paper, you need to have the coordinate point, and on the coordinate point you have certain value. That value is set. So you need 3 points for contour plot, 3 distinct values x, y, and z, right? So now you write PLT dot contour. So see, contour is the function. C-O-N-T-O-U-R, contour. Contour is the function, and inside that you write simply x comma y comma z. That's it. That's it. So this is your contour plot. See, the it is, you have not said anything, so it is understood that the all boundary points, so this boundary, that boundary, that boundary, that boundary, it is drawn. So this is a contour. So that means you know, you write help. Inside that you write, say, PLT dot contour. It will show you what is there inside. For every function, there will be, the manual will be with you, and the it will show you lots of examples. See, lots of examples are there. Lots of levels. You can create levels. You can data. So created data, and see, you can then map the points on some values, etc., etc. You could also here, you could also plot with another function which is called contour f. It's a continuous thing. Contour f, remember, huh? So if you do that, it will show you a continuous, say, colored thing. You can change the color. You can manipulate in very many different ways. So the you can now generate very many fancy contour plots. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, so now I won't go more on contour plot, because the everything you can get here in this contour function or contour f function, and if you have x, y data and the z values for every xy point, then you can plot it easily. But remember, in this matplotlib, you have to first create the mesh grid. Don't forget to create this mesh grid. This is important. First, you create grid, and then given the z values, you can plot contour plot. Do contour plot. Well, now 3D plot. Okay, so for 3D plot, you have to do what is from. There is another another package called MPL underscore toolkits. Okay, actually this thing comes with this matplotlib. You don't have to worry about it. It is here. You have to don't have to separately install that. So MPL toolkits. MPL is a reminiscence of matplotlib. Toolkits dot mplot 3D from MPL toolkits. So this is a sub package under which mplot 3D is the module, and you import access 3D. So this is another function. So you run this. So it has not said anything, means it is taken. Also you write from matplotlib import CM for mapping, CMap. Okay. Earlier we imported from matplotlib.pyplot, import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. But inside matplotlib package, you know there will be many more modules, many more sub-package modules. So one such thing is this. There will be many functions also. So CM is a kind of attribute. You'll see what it does. From matplotlib, import CM. Okay. Now you can write, say, figure equal to plt dot figure. You can give some number here, 1 figure, 2 figure, whatever, may or may not. You can also define axis separately. Axis, we are doing it a little bit different way. Axis we define with axis, AXES, 3 capital D, and figure. I'm sorry. Inside that you write figure. So that means with this, what you have done is that you have imported this access 3D and you have defined a figure. Then you are defining the axis with access 3D function, and the whole figure, this whole figure will be converted into 3-dimensional plot. So that's what it is telling. So the figure you have defined, and this figure you put this as argument inside this access 3D. Okay, that is designed that way. Well, then you can also plot AX dot PLOT surface, and then you write X, comma Y, comma Z, and C. Okay, first I plot with wireframe. This very different way. I plot with wireframe. That means you create a 3-dimensional plot with kind of wire tarjali wireframe. Huh? So you write inside that capital X, capital Y, capital Z, and see color equal to red. So if you do that, run. So the plot is created. See, it's tarjali with these things created. The same thing. If you plot it, same thing. If you plot it with surface, you can give the surface. If you give the surface, and the without color, you don't have to color. There are many mapping schemes. That's what I incorporated this thing. CM. I have not used it yet. CM is basically color map. CM. Okay. So color, and instead of color, you write CMap. It's a fancy. There are fancy designs, inbuilt designs are there. Nothing else. CM is a kind of. I can tell you, CM is a kind of. It's not function. It's a kind of module. Okay. So CM dot. Not even module. This is something. Something is actually it's a class, probably it's a class, and under that you write cool worm. That's a kind of parameter you can think. That means cool worm is a name of the something coloring scheme. You don't have to remember. You will see. You go there and you see, check lots of various color schemes are there. Fancy designs. So you run this. Aha. CM CMap equal to CM cool worm. Why it is not getting plot surface? CM is not defined. Why name CM is not defined? I have defined it. Run. Okay. Oh, I have run. I did not run it. I think probably. Let's see. Oh yeah, it is taken. Oh, it will take some time. I think. Let's see. It should plot. Sometimes it is slow because this is heavy. Let me check it again. Okay, first I run this. Then I run this. Then it has plotted actually, but it is not showing. Why it is not showing? Uh, Let me wait for some time. Let me wait for some time. Maybe I let me okay. Let me copy these and do this here. Ah, I do not have to find out why it is not plotting. It should plot. Absolutely plotting. So this is, I think the memory is so heavy. Actually, in these, sometimes it happens in your workspace. You are on the same worksheet you are doing for the long time, and you have generated so many data so that it is so heavy. It is so the memory is jammed, so it won't show you sometimes. So this is the cool one thing. So this is a plot. Whatever the functions and things like that we given is a plot, but let's see whether we can manipulate that. Here in this particular scheme, let me check. In the Python notebook, it is not very good actually. In the Python notebook here, in the Python notebook, you can, if you write percentage matplotlib notebook, that means it will actually allow you to manipulate with it. I mean, to pickle with it. Okay, so this is this. If you do that, let's see. Otherwise, if you would write the same things on your basic Python interpreter, I did not show it here. On the other day I showed it, and many of you may have used on Python basic Python idle interpreter. So if you plot a function on idle interpreter, the good thing is that it is always interactable. That means you can actually hold the graph, you can rotate it, you can put it upside down, you can make it bigger, etc. etc. Here it looks as if static. That means it has created the things in such a way, but they say that it will percentage matplotlib notebook will actually allow you to manipulate. Let's see what, and then you run this. Yeah, see the figure things come. So here stop interaction comes. Okay, so it will, I think, allow you to. It should allow you to manipulate, but it is actually slow. Yeah, it is. It is actually very slow. It is actually slow. So you can manipulate the graph here. Okay, you can manipulate the. You can plot a 3D curve, and you will see you can manipulate the graph. Okay, so I think this is the end of the part of the matplotlib function, matplotlib everything that I wanted to basic thing. If you go to matplotlib, this actually site and manipulate. If you go and check matplotlib, you go there and you see there, if you read the matplotlib.org, if you go there, lots of things are there. Documentations, customize, all kinds of things there. They are usually their documentation is good. Documentation, installation, examples, then tutorials. So if you want to learn about matplotlib, my suggestion is that if you have got the basic idea from my talk, then you go here, matplotlib site, explore all these things. See, lots of various kinds of graphs are demonstrated. Very many fancy kinds of graphs, lots of things. You check one thing, like this thing I showed, these stacked graphs, all these various interesting things. All these very many different kinds of things. It's an endless thing. So all sorts of things. So you always type in Google the matplotlib, all these various layered image, p-color demo, and lots of things, fancy designs. I mean, if we want to tell you about all those things, it will take months after months for everything. So it's not possible. I hope that you have got some basic idea, and you go now to the Matplotlib site and you discover whatever you want. So I end this part now. I begin the map plotting part, right? So I won't do it in this here because it is actually taking lots of time. So better I want to open a new thing. So I want to open a new shell, new yeah, new sheet. Okay. So this is now anything to tell, please, friends, if you have anything to tell until this, anything more to ask about until this Matplotlib. Otherwise, I will begin the map plotting. Anything you want to tell him? Tell me. Ask me. Anyone? Okay. So if not, then I go for map plotting. So this is actually will be this is useful for, of course, for geography special. Map is a very favorite thing for me also. So map plotting. Okay. So the for map plotting, there is a package called basemap. So you have to actually install that. Okay. So yeah. So should I show you that first? Should I show you that first? Go here and new share, and you go here. Okay. So here you see, if you go here, environment. This is the Anaconda Navigator. You can check what are the packages here already are here. So if you go to environment, see this base map is already installed. I wanted to see what are the installed, and I something. If I don't give anything, it will show you all the packages that is installed, all the various packages and modules installed. But I wanted to particularly see whether my base map is the package which you need. So I actually installed on my machine for you only this plot on map projections using Matplotlib. So this is a some package made by Matplotlib company only. Matplotlib, which has company matplotlib.org, who have designed this Matplotlib plotting software. They have only designed this, extended their packages to as a base map. So this is if you in your Anaconda, if you see this is not included, so go here and you can write not installed. What are the not installed packages, and you can check here, right here, base map, and can see whether what is installed or not. Okay, and this way you can see these lots of packages are there which are available in the net, but which are not installed here. So what you is that you will say you click one and then you apply, just apply. It's as simple as that. You just click and apply. Okay, and then you clear. Otherwise you clear. Okay, so this is what I wanted to tell you. Okay, now I again go and you is share. Okay, so map plotting. So again, I need all the packages that I used, because these are NumPy is always necessary. I told you NumPy as NP. This is important package. Then import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. This is important package. Now from npl toolkits dot base map import. So the base map, actually the base map you have installed, that will actually go inside this npl toolkit subpackage. So that's why you have to write this way. There are many other methods also, but listen, just remember one thing. npl toolkit dot base map import. There is a function called base map. base map. So remember this module is a small base map, and the function is capital base map, capital B S map. Okay. Now you run. Plotting. Okay. Now you write plt dot figure, and you can give say fixed size equal to say 12, 10, whatever. This is not important. This is up to you. So what size of plot it will do it here. Now you write base map. So base map, I told you this is the function. Inside that you write. So this is entirely of geography's matter. We physicists don't understand. I mean, we will understand in our own way, but you have your great knowledge in this projection things. You have right? Any geography people here, you will know there are almost 30 different kinds of projections, right? So the whole world map, the three-dimensional map, you project in very many different ways. There are cylindrical, there are Miller projections, this projection, that projections. If you go in the base map itself, there is there the list of names will be there, or you go to your Google search. What are the different kinds of projections? There will be lots of literature will be there. I mean, for the people who are outside geography people know it very well by heart actually. So I write projection equal to say I wanted to say Miller projection. So Mill. So I know how do I know? I can also see help base map. I can see. So Miller projection. And what are the amounts? I mean what is the extent of the map I want to see? Okay. I cannot see I can see the whole entire world, but I can also see in my frame what is the frame I want to see. So I have to definitely give latitude, longitude. I mean everybody knows that any point on the Earth is a XY coordinate. That is, I mean XY in a sense is the angles actually. So theta phi. So these are the latitudes and longitudes. Okay. So longitude is this direction and latitude is up to down, right? I'm saying it correctly. Latitude is up down and the longitude is right left, right? So if you think of that, so LL, if I'm wrong, please tell me. I always confuse it. So if you write LL, CR, LAT, this means this is another keyword. LL means lower left. See, LL. Remember the name LL, lower left. CR for CR NR. CR NR is corner. They have used this acronym this way. Lower left, corner, then latitude value, LAT lat. Say I can give it say, for example, say -10. Okay. So now I give upper UR, CR, NR. I give first the latitude values. Okay. You can give it anyway, no problem. Say 40. That means you know the lower left corner, lower left corner latitude, and the upper corner, upper right. UR is upper right. That means from your hand, I mean from left to lower left to right up. That means this corner to that corner. These corners are -10 to 40. Okay, fine. Now you write say, doesn't matter. You write it before this or that. Doesn't matter. You write LL, CR, NR, LON. This is longitude. So lower left. This is lower left. CRNR corner, it's longitude. So that is equal to say 10. And you write UR upper right, CR NR LON equal to 120. And right, and resolution you can give the map resolution equal to, if you do not give resolution, it will by default plot the crudest way. So C for crude actually C for crude. Okay, I think you can see everything. So if you do that, so this way you have you are creating this projection map, and you can actually give a name it here. Normally people like to give it is M for map. Normally people like to give a name M equal to this. Okay, so this. So you go there, go there, go there, go there. So you have whatever you have. What are the essential things? Projection you have to give. Which projection you want? Lower left corner latitude, upper right corner latitude, lower left corner longitude, upper right corner longitude, and resolution is not necessary. If you do not give anything, it will actually plot the crudest version. C for crude. I will show you the higher versions also. Okay, so here you go. Okay, I just to come next line. Okay, now you can write M dot draw say coastlines only. You can want to plot the coastlines. Coastlines this. Okay. Okay. Suppose you want to draw draw coastlines is the function that will plot the coastlines between this and that. If you now run, the map is done. So this is your map. So see, you can now so compare with your standard map. That's the lower left latitude, longitude, upper right latitude, longitude, and this and that. Huh? So these two will create. I mean, lower left latitude, longitude, and the upper right latitude, longitude. This diagonal will tell you everything. You don't have to give these and this. This will automatically do. So this is this. Now, if you on top of it, if you add another line, say you for a fancy design, you write M dot draw map boundary. Draw map boundary, and you want to put some color equal to say red. Now we see so the map is nicely the boundary is red. See the boundary is red. If you now put instead of C, I think the I is more intense. If I do this, the plot will be better. It will take time. It will take time because you have so it will fetch you lots of details, because I have, instead of C crude, I have included I. Then H probably is for the so you can go and check in the manual. It will take lots of time, but for the crude purpose we write C for crude. So it will take time because it is bringing you lots of details. It's bringing you lots of details. It is taking time because yeah, it's not easy because it's lots of data for the you imagine this for this plot. You see, yeah. You imagine this for this plot. How many very many different points it has to plot. Lots of plots. You can similarly you can write here percentage matplotlib notebook. Then you can actually manipulate this graph. You can actually zoom a particular portion and can see that way. I'll show you later. Okay, now you again write another graph, another plot. So plt dot figure say, and the fixed size equal to say 1210. Okay, now I do this same thing. It's copy paste. I copy paste. I copy paste here. I paste, and the projection is mean -10, 40, 10, 120. Say it. It's okay. And I keep it C only. for crude is will be faster. And okay, the same thing I'm repeating, but with a different purpose. Now I'm right. See, your in this plot, M is your reference. M is M for base map, right? So you write M dot fill continents. That means the continents you want to fill. How do you fill? You have to fill with color. What is the color? Color equal to say orange. Okay. And also, if there is any lake inside, there are lots of, see, you see lots of lakes are there, right? Lots of lakes are there. So wherever the lakes data are there, so you see lake color equal to blue. Now you want to also write M dot draw boundaries. Earlier you wrote draw boundary. Earlier you wrote draw map boundary, right? So that is a maps boundary. Now you want to draw boundaries, all the boundaries. So you write m dot draw, not map boundary, but draw boundaries. And inside that you write, say, line width. Okay, line width you can fix, or LW, say 2. This is your wish. Now you see what happens. Draw boundaries. So draw boundary. Let's see. It's wrong. Not. I did it wrong. So let's see what is the draw boundary. Oh no, this is something else. Okay, I mistook it. Sorry. This is draw boundary only. Draw boundary only. Okay. MP draw map boundary only. I draw map boundary only. I'll see whether this function exists or not. I understand. So this is your see. This is your another colored version. So fill the can I?
Sir, can we draw large rivers on it?
অনেক সব আছে. Yes, I'm doing it. I'm going.
Okay.
Lots of things. I mean, just little questions. I'm going it slowly actually. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe can I have another take 10? I'll take another 15 minutes or so, and we'll conclude, and then tomorrow we'll again continue. Okay. Because lots of I've talked for long for you. Okay.
Yes,
so these are the lakes. See, these are the thing. I mean, if you go to the base map manual, base map site, you see everything. You will be so pleased. If you are a geography person, I mean, I personally am thrilled. So many things you can do. I mean, on your computer, you can draw any map, and later I can show you that you can actually what you people should be doing. Lots of data you can actually plot on this graph, so that you show where are the crops, these things, where the coronavirus affect how it goes. So for that you do everything, and for that remember everything you are doing by typing on computer. By that means not by hand, in a sense, by writing programs. So your program is giving you a kind of freedom that you can create anything we want with the help of matplotlib and your base map and numpy package and your data manipulation, lots of things. If you can master all those few things, you will really can create marvelous things actually. I can tell you. Well, so this is what you did. Next, again I copy this. I copy this. I copy this just to keep it. I copy this. I copy this. Okay. So base map projection mill. I wanted to show it, say, from 0 to, say, for example, 0 to 80, for example. You understand what I wanted to show, because if you're a geographer, your latitude, longitude will be in your life, just on your fingertips. 160 and say it is -20. This section, these things I want to show, and resolution. For the resolution, for this purpose, I resolution take I. That means it's a better resolution I wanted to take, just to show lots of things, other things. Fill continents. I change the color, say green. green, and the lake color blue. And now I add with it m dot. I'm actually adding one by one function another. Draw countries. So there are draw countries. And see, for every function, these between these two first brackets or parentheses, you can actually write lots of things. Because if you plot, if you now go here and if you write help these draw boundaries, m dot draw boundaries, you can actually if you write m dot draw boundaries, etc. You can actually see, you can actually see what things you can put inside these draw boundaries. This it will show you the help and so on. Oh, base map, you know. Oh, acha. This m dot. I think I think I have to write base map dot boundaries. Okay, I'll see that. I'll check it. I have not checked earlier. Okay. So if you do that, then draw countries, and also you can write m dot draw states. Draw states. Actually, it will show the states of United America, USA. So if you do that, now, let's see what it does. It will take little time because I is is better than crude version. So this is I wanted to show these states, actually these American states boundaries. These are the blue are the lakes. You know, the identify these lakes, and this portion I wanted to show you just to show you the country boundaries, country and the states, all those details. This is done for USA. Not, I have checked, it's not done for India. I mean, if I understand the states means Indian states, no, it is states means they understand USA states. Unfortunately, they don't. Our provinces maybe there are other things. I can check this. Okay, now if I write, say for example, draw states, and I do another fancy thing, m dot etopo. Etopo means, you understand, topo means topology. This is a topology. That means it will show you the topology. And again, inside this first bracket, in this parenthesis, I have not put anything. So it will show me by something by default. Later, I can go there inside and I can check what are the kind of topography, etc., detail I want. So let's see. Yeah, it will take time. It will take time. Yeah. Why it's coming? Why? I think still it is. It is plotted. It is plotted. See. Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? So this is the portions. This is this topography. You can see that. Okay. So this is the, you can, if you write help, and inside that you write m dot etopo, it will probably show you the topo. Yeah, it will show you the what this topography means. It will tell you. The manual is not big, small. This one. What this topography means, it will tell you. Well, then okay. Now your question. Someone asked about the rivers. Nothing. It is, you just plot. Your river is river. Okay. Okay. Now I want to plot river. I test it. 080. What is 080? Here also only I can see the rivers. And I change this. Previous. I go to previous color just for a contrast. And lake color blue. Draw. I don't want these things. I don't want to see these things. Lots of things will be just a boxed, and also the boundary is also not necessary. So I write m dot draw reverse. Okay. So you see now, it will take time. It will bring you all the rivers. No problem. No worry. So actually, the thing is that aim is the base map created, and under which all these things will be there. Yeah, here are all the rivers. See, lots of rivers. Actually, I will make it the graph interactive. I have to write here. I think let's see if I can do this. But here it is slow. Percent matplotlib and this notebook. I think this is the thing I wrote earlier. This is the thing I wrote. Yes, matplotlib notebook. If I now do this, the graph will be interactive. Yeah, it will plot it again. It will plot again. See, it will be interactive. So this thing is coming. It is taking lots of time. Yeah, and you know the graphs we are plotting here. You want this graph to be saved. There's nothing. Just you right click, save image as JPEG. Nothing. All the graphs and plots and map plots you have created, you can actually save individually each graphs. Suppose you are writing a paper and you want to give this graph there. So just you create in here and you right click, save image as something, and then just it. That's it. So yeah. So actually this is actually lots of things we have done. So it is actually slow. Otherwise you can manipulate it. You can actually it is not showing actually. It is not.
Sir, may I ask one question?
Yes, sure.
Can we subset a particular part of a map?
Yes. That's what I'm telling. I mean, you zoom a particular map, right? I mean,
preparing
no,
the location map for our research papers, it is very necessary to set or to show a particular part of a map.
Particular puppet.
Yeah.
Okay, understand. So no. So suppose you want to do it here. No, I mean actually,
I just want to subset one part.
Yes, sure. 100%. You can do. So you can do it. You can understand now. You are, I mean, intelligent enough to understand here that you can do it always by writing coordinates. These coordinates here, right? Suppose you want to plot only this. So that means you want to see your map, see your Google or your reference manual. What is the this lower left longitude latitude? What is the right lower right longitude latitude? So you just collect that. So it will actually in this portion it will create. That's one thing. So another thing is that for any map, if the map is interactive, just it can be done. If you do this on your interpreter, manipulation will be easier. But for some reason, I have seen for Jupyter Notebook, you can actually try on Jupyter Lab or any other things. Here also I'll show you, there are many other platforms here itself. So you can actually then nothing, just you take the mouse here from here and click and save. That's as easy as anything. So you can actually do that. I'm clear. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I just want to know one thing more. How to get a much more clear idea on Base Map Toolkit. Is there existing site?
Yes.
Like Matplotlib.
No, there's a Base Map site is there. Base Map site is there. I'll show you.
Okay.
Let me see. I for you. I actually there is a Base Map site. No. Here. So matplotlib.org. So here is the site. So under this matplotlib.org, the subset is base map. Under this users, under this examples.html. So you can see it's all this contour if p color is there. These all these things are there. Is draw, create circle, then draw and labeling parallels, meridians, draw a map on a background map. So these are all examples are there. You can go here. The rest is yours because the subject is yours, and so you will understand much better than what I wanted to emphasize is that the basic tools you need is that to see and manipulate your graph, you need Matplotlib you need NumPy. Later on, you may need pandas for data manipulation, and these things and the base map, of course. So that way you can actually create your own things. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so this is the reverse. These are the reverse you can create. Okay, may I go on for another 10 minutes? Another 10 minutes, okay? Okay, now you can actually do this. Say -10. I wanted to show you this as a -10 and 40. 40 and then 10 and 120, and the 10 I wanted to do this because purposefully 10 and this is within this region I wanted to show you, and the resolution is let me keep it simple. Resolution is C, and the color is say something like change the color or say yellow, and the color is yellow and the lake color blue, and I want to draw countries. I don't want draw states. I forget this, and then I don't want topology. Forget this, and the map boundary is also not needed every time. It's so fancy, and I want this m dot fill continents, and then you have to put color equal to fill continents have done. Okay, let's first see that what portion it shows you. What portion is showing? It is showing you. Okay. I want to put this off. This interactive. I wanted to put this interaction off. Actually, you can write percentage matplotlib inline. If you write, then it will also do that. First, I do this. Otherwise, it will the graph plotting will be headache because it is so slow and plots takes you to one side. Yeah, it is. I don't want this. Yeah, I wanted a simple one. I wanted a simple one. Again, I do this. Well. But it should not take me to this. It should not. It is, but it should not take me to this. Okay. Anyway, this. Okay. Let me now run this. Oh, why it is going there? It is the in memory. It is keeping these things in memory. Let me write matplotlib. Actually, it should work inline. That means I don't want manipulation. Let's see. But it is not showing. It is so strong. This anyway. Well, let me. It should actually then interact, or I have to see. Sometimes it happens. Then you have to go to kernel, then clear all, and then run all. Okay, so that's painful at the moment. I am just for demonstration. Anyway, so graph is now here. So graph is now here. It should actually, if this is interactive, then actually if you can drag this, and since one of you asking, I could zoom and everything. You can try on your own machine. Okay, it should work. But suppose okay, SC here is the part. Here is the zoom. You can zoom here. You can pan. You can save. You can go left, right, etc., etc. Anyway, so now I want to add one more thing here, line. That's what I wanted to tell you. I wanted to plot with m dot blue marble. So blue marble is blue marble. You know, the blue marble everybody knows. So it will show you the real graph like the Atlas book you have seen. So let's see. It will take time, of course. Yeah, see this is, see the ocean is showing the it's like blue marble, the blue and the all the seas and oceans and gulfs, they are showing all this blue marble. Okay, so yeah, one more thing is that you write this, I copy paste, again, I copy paste, yeah, and I wanted to show you 10, so 0, 50, I wanted to show this portion, 0, I want to zoom in, 0, 50, and 50, 100, 0, 50, and 50, 100, 50, 100. I know what portion I want to show you. So this is C, this continents, fill continents. Acha, continents you don't need now. I think I don't want this. And, I want only m dot draw countries, because I'm showing you a small portion. Draw countries, and then draw countries was there. So it is now I can write draw coastlines. Draw coastlines. Okay, and I can tell you that m dot fill continents. Okay, and yeah, and the fill continents, and then or you can tell you the color equal to yellow, and the lake color equal to blue. Okay, suppose I first create this. Okay. Unfortunately, this is going one side. This should come in the middle. But before, probably it is so heavy. The maps are so heavy that once it has taken the command, it has kept in memory. So the graph should actually, we should drag it inside. We should be able to drag it inside. Let's see whether it does. Let's see with these symbols we can do. Let's see whether symbols. No, it's not actually working. Let's see. Oh, it is working actually. It's actually working. Yeah, but it's so slow. You see, so slow. Oh, it is inside this. So you can discover yourself what we can do. All these symbols. So if I now show this, maybe it will now can be able to drag it here. But anyway, let's keep it here for the demonstration purpose. Now, suppose you want to point some data, some place, and you give some longitude, latitude, and some point here. So, for example, Delhi. I have checked with Google that the Delhi latitude, longitude I know, and you where it is. Yeah, it is. So here, I don't want this marble also. Let's see. Okay. But suppose you now want long. You give long and lat equal to 78.0 and 29.76. I know I checked from Google that the longitude, latitude of Delhi is this, right? Two data. Longitude is 78.0, latitude is 29.76. Okay. Now I can write x comma y equal to m. M is your this base map. Now rename it as m for map. Inside that you just write lon and lat. Okay. So and then you plot. Then you write m dot plot. That means this point you have to plot on this graph. What you have to give? You have to give xy, because x and y you have created with this longitude and latitude. Now you have to plot on the top of the graph. It will not come automatically. So you write x comma y, then say RO. That means with the red, point is red, and O for bullet. And this is, and the marker size equal to 20, right? So this you want to show. Let me show you. It will come. Yeah, it will come. Let's see. Here is Delhi. The size is pretty big, of course. You have to pinpoint it with a smaller size, so you can. So that way you can point a place here. Okay. So there are lots of things. You can now suppose you create another longitude, latitude, long one, lat one, that is equal to 77.0 and 29.1. And you create another xy, say x1 and y1 equal to m, and this ln 1 and lat 1, and you want to plot with on the same. So you write x1 comma y1 the way we plot matplotlib, right? And with GO you write, means green and golla, green and bullet. And the marker size is this. Okay, now you run. What is marker size? Marker size is 20. Marker. Oh, sorry. Comma I have missed. Comma. So run. Run. If you run it again from the very beginning, from the first, clearing everything, then it will be okay. Now, okay. So the two sides, maybe the two places are side by side, but that is not very good because the dots are very big. So now you can do another magic. You can create, you can write some alpha. Alpha is actually alpha means, technically alpha means the color variation. So alpha is, you give 0.7. That means the color you want to, full color is 1, deep color. Then you can plot with little less transparent, less density. So write alpha. Alpha is the keyword argument. See, give alpha 0.7. Now you run again. And okay, so you see 2 points. You can see the boundary here. So they are transparent. Alpha is basically not even color. It's actually basically transparency. How much transparent it is. Okay, so alpha is a traditional name. So that way you can do lots of things. Let me write one last thing, and then I will stop. Well, let's this I can. This is the thing I want to. So let me first clear everything. Let me first copy. Okay, and the clear everything. Start and clear out. Otherwise, it is not taking properly. It will take time. It is clearing all the data. Okay, so you see I only actually did this little, but the graphs took lots of place. You need not carry the graphs with this. Only this thing is enough. So well, now you write. I want to do a grand graph. So I wanted to have a 40 and 20. It's a big size graph. And why and the projection I choose CYL, cylindrical. And the LT I wanted to have a bigger one, minus 45. And this is 45, means total 90 difference. And this is 40, say, there is a certain big portion. And this is 100. And resolution, let's see, what is the resolution? Resolution is, I wanted to have a better resolution, say I. Okay. Draw, I wanted to have draw I wanted to remove this everything. I wanted to have m dot draw coast lines and the color equal to say red. Okay. Now m dot draw countries, the color equal to green. Okay, and the m dot fill continents. draw countries अच्छा color countries to blue দিয়ে দিই countries to blue দিয়ে দিই and the color equal to green, the way you want, any color, red, blue, green. Okay, fine. So right, and I run this. See, I have not see answer. The kernel I have cleared everything, but the beginning at the this happens at the beginning. This imported these things everything. I have not run it. So first I run it once because I have cleared everything. Now it will work. It will take time. Let's see what it shows. So it is actually, I can actually, these are irritating. These will show all the things it has created, all the in the your memories, all the memory space, memory locations. It has created all the polygons. Basically, it's a map is like, you know it. No? Map is basically the construction by the polygons. So the patches dot polygons it has created. So it actually show you everything, but you don't. If you don't want to get rid of everything, that is also a mantra. At the end of this, it will show you the it's a nice India graph, green, and the continent boundaries are blue, and these reds are these boundaries of coastal boundaries, etc., etc. It is showing. If you want to get rid of all those things, there is a thing called IO off in this particular here. So you can write actually PLT dot IO off, input output interaction off, IO off. So in that information, I think it is information off. So okay, if you write this and now you run, it will actually show you the graph, but it won't show you all the detail of text messages. It will actually this cautionary remarks is something different. You don't have to take care of this. In your machine, it may not show, so it will show this. Okay. Yeah. The last thing is this PLT dot figure. This is the last one. Fixed size equal to 10, 10, okay, 10, 10. PLT dot figure, fixed size equal to 10, 10, and m equal to this thing, m equal to base map. Not much abstract, right? So I'm writing projection. This is an orthogonal projection. Orthogonal projection. I write ortho, and the resolution is for the timing I do it none. I don't specify the resolution. Don't specify latitude 0. This will show you something special. You see, this is the last one, so it has to be special. See, longitude 0. These are all keywords. Equal to 100. Okay, and you write m dot blue marble, and the scale equal to say 0.8 scale. Okay, now you see this. What happens? come. It will actually be heavy thing. So it's very, very slow. It will take long time. Yeah, see the grand thing, our Earth. So this is something. With this, I can end this lecture, and now you can question. So this is, and if you manipulate these keywords and the scale, you can actually think. And I can tell you that if you write percentage matplotlib, that we wrote, no, percentage matplotlib notebook, then actually you should actually use your mouse and can rotate this globe. Okay, that much you can do. I can guarantee you. You can try on your own machine, but it is actually slow. Here in this machine, my machine is jam-packed with lots of things, so memory has to be cleared. So actually, you know, these in your machine, this will take lots of space actually. And last thing is that there are Geo Python packages there. I wanted to download here and wanted to show you, but that's actually very heavy. So I did not take the risk for the moment. Sometime later, I can do it and you can try on your own machine. But the methodology is the same. You import one package and you manipulate to see what is there inside the way I learned. I actually went through the packages, checked the functions, tried to guess what it does, and then tried to use. There are lots of examples also. So you can actually follow that examples. Okay, thanks friends, thanks. Okay, you can now question if you want. Okay. Okay, anything? Otherwise, I will always go home. We could